As I read this chapter, I would request all of you to please follow the text and try and read along. Also, go through all the illustrations, maps, graphs, tabular resources given in the book. So, let's start. This is chapter 6, Manufacturing Industries. On the occasion of Diwali, Harish went to a market with his parents. They purchased shoes and clothes for him. His mother purchased utensils, sugar, tea, and diyas. Harish observed that the shop in the market were flooded with items for sale. He wondered how so many items could be made in such large quantities. His father explained that shoes, clothes, sugar, etc. are manufactured by machines in large industries. Some utensils are manufactured in small industries, while items like diyas are made by individual artisans in household industry. Do you have some ideas about these industries? Production of goods in large quantities after processing from raw material to more valuable product is called manufacturing. Do you know that paper is manufactured from wood, sugar from sugarcane, iron and steel from iron ore, and aluminium from bauxite? Do you also know that some type of clothes are manufactured from yarn, which itself is an industrial product? People employed in the secondary activities manufacture the primary material into finished goods. The workers employed in steel factories, cars, breweries, textile industries, bakeries, etc. fall into this category. Some people are employed in providing services. In this chapter, we are mainly concerned with manufacturing industries which fall in the secondary sector. The economic strength of the country is measured by the development of manufacturing industries. Importance of manufacturing. Manufacturing sector is considered the backbone of development in general and economic development in particular, mainly because manufacturing industries not only help in the modernizing agriculture, which forms the backbone of our economy, they also reduce the heavy dependence of people on agricultural income by providing them jobs in secondary and tertiary sectors. Industrial development is a precondition for eradication of unemployment and poverty from our country. This was the main philosophy behind public sector industries and joint sector ventures in India. It was also aimed at bringing down regional disparities by establishing industries in tribal and backward areas. Export of manufactured goods expand trade and commerce and bring in much needed foreign exchange. Countries that transform their raw materials into a wide variety of finished goods of higher value are prosperous. India's prosperity lies in increasing and diversifying its manufacturing industries as quickly as possible. Agriculture and industry are not exclusive of each other. They move hand in hand. For instance, the agro industries in India have given a major boost to agriculture by raising its productivity. They depend on the latter for raw materials and sell their products such as irrigation pumps, fertilizers, insecticides, pesticides, plastic and PVC pipes, machines and tools, etc., to the farmers. Thus, development and competitiveness of manufacturing industry has not only assisted agriculturists in increasing their production but also made the production process very efficient. In the present day world of globalization, our industry needs to be more efficient and competitive. Self sufficiency alone is not enough. Our manufactured goods must be at par in quality with those in the international market. Only then will we be able to compete in the international market. Classification of industries. List the various manufactured products you use in your daily life, such as transistors, electric bulbs, vegetable oil, cement, glassware, petrol, matches, scooters, automobiles, medicines, and so on. If we classify the various industries based on a particular criterion, then we would be able to understand their manufacturing better. Industries may be classified as follows: on the basis of source of raw materials used: agro-based, cotton, woolen, jute, silk, textile, rubber and sugar, tea, coffee, edible oil; mineral-based, iron and steel, cement, aluminium, machine tools, petrochemicals. According to their main role, basic or key industries are those which supply their products as raw materials to manufacture other goods, for example, iron and steel and copper smelting. Aluminium smelting. Consumer industries that produce goods for direct use by consumers like sugar, toothpaste, paper, sewing machine, fans, etc. On the basis of capital investment, a small scale industry is defined with reference to the maximum investment allowed on the assets of a unit. This limit has changed over a period of time. At present, the maximum investment allowed is rupees 1 crore. On the basis of ownership, public sector owned and operated by government agencies like bail, sale, etc. Private sector industries owned and operated by individuals or a group of individuals like Tisco, Bajaj Auto Limited, Dabur Industries. Joint sector industries which are jointly run by the state and individuals or a group of individuals. Oil India Limited is jointly owned by public and private sector. Cooperative sector industries are owned and operated by the producers or suppliers of raw material, workers, or both. They pool in the resources and share the profits or losses proportionately. Such examples are the sugar industry in Maharashtra, the coir industry in Kerala. Based on the bulk and weight of raw material and finished goods, heavy industries such as iron and steel, light industry that use light raw material and produce light goods such as electrical goods industries. Agro-based industries, cotton, jute, silk, woolen textiles, sugar and edible oil, etc. industries are based on agricultural raw materials. Textile industry. The textile industry occupies unique position in the Indian economy because it contributes significantly to industrial production, employment generation and foreign exchange earnings. It is the only industry in the country which is self-reliant and complete in the value chain, that is from raw material to the highest value added products. Cotton textiles. In ancient India, cotton textiles were produced with hand spinning and handloom weaving techniques. After the 18th century, power looms came into use. Our traditional industries suffered a setback during the colonial period because they could not compete with the mill made cotton from England. The first successful textile mill was established in Mumbai in 1854. The two world wars were fought in Europe. India was a British colony. There was a demand for cloth in UK. Hence, they gave a boost to the development of the cotton textile industry. In the early years, the cotton textile industry was concentrated in cotton growing belt of Maharashtra and Gujarat. Availability of raw cotton, market, transport, including accessible port facilities, labor, moist climate, etc., contributed towards its localization. This industry has close links with agriculture and provides a living to farmers, cotton ball pluckers, and workers engaged in ginning, spinning, weaving, dyeing, designing, packaging, tailoring, and sewing. The industry, by creating demand, supports many other industries such as chemical and dyes, packaging materials, and engineering works. While spinning continues to be centralized in Maharashtra, Gujarat, and Tamil Nadu, weaving is highly decentralized to provide scope for incorporating traditional skills and designs of weaving in cotton, silk, zari, embroidery, etc. India has world class production in spinning, but weaving supplies low quality of fabric as it cannot use much of high quality yarn produced in the country. Weaving is done by handloom, power loom, and in mills. The handspun khadi provides large scale employment to weavers in their homes as a cottage industry. Why did Mahatma Gandhi lay emphasis on spinning yarn and weaving khadi? Why is it important for a country to keep the mill sector loomage lower than power loom and handloom? Jute textiles. India is the largest producer of raw jute and jute goods and stands at second place as an exporter after Bangladesh. Most of the mills are located in West Bengal, mainly along the banks of Hooghly River in a narrow belt. The first jute mill was set up near Kolkata in 1855 at Rishra. After partition in 1947, the jute mills remained in India, but three-fourths of the jute producing areas went to Bangladesh, erstwhile East Pakistan. Factors responsible for their location in Hooghly Basin are proximity of the jute producing areas, Inexpensive water transport, supported by a good network of railways, roadways, and waterways to facilitate movement of raw material to the mills, abundant water for processing raw jute, cheap labor from West Bengal and adjoining states of Bihar, Odisha, and Uttar Pradesh. Kolkata, as a large urban center, provides banking, insurance, and port facility for export of jute goods. Sugar industry. India stands second as a world producer of sugar but occupies the first place in the production of gur and khandsari. The raw material used in this industry is bulky, and in haulage, its sucrose content reduces. The mills are located in Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, Maharashtra, Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh, Gujarat, Punjab, Haryana, and Madhya Pradesh. 60% mills are in Uttar Pradesh and Bihar. This industry is seasonal in nature, so it is ideally suited to the cooperative sector. Can you explain why this is so? In recent years, there is a tendency for the mills to shift and concentrate in the southern and western states, especially in Maharashtra. This is because the cane produced here has a higher sucrose content. The cooler climate also ensures a longer crushing season. Moreover, the cooperatives are more successful in these states. Mineral based industries. Industries that use minerals and metals as raw materials are called mineral based industry. Can you name some industry that would fall in this category? Iron and steel industry. The iron and steel industry is the basic industry since all other industries, heavy, medium, and light, depend on it for their machinery. Steel is needed to manufacture a variety of engineering goods, construction material, defense, medical, telephonic, scientific equipment, and a variety of consumer goods. Production and consumption of steel is often regarded as the index of a country's development. Iron and steel is a heavy industry because all the raw material as well as finished goods are heavy and bulky, entailing heavy transportation cost. Iron ore, coking coal, and limestone are required in the ratio of approximately 4 is to 2 is to 1. Some quantities of manganese are also required to harden the steel. Where should the steel plants be ideally located? Remember that the finished products also need an efficient transport network for their distribution to the markets and consumers. Chota Nagpur Plateau region has the maximum concentration of iron and steel industries. It is largely because of the relative advantage this region has for the development of this industry. These include low cost of iron ore, high grade raw materials in proximity, cheap labor, vast growth potential in the home market. Aluminium smelting. Aluminium smelting is the second most important metallurgical industry in India. It is light, resistant to corrosion, a good conductor of heat, malleable, and becomes strong when it is mixed with other metals. It is used to manufacture aircrafts, utensils, and wires. It has gained popularity as a substitute of steel, copper, zinc, and lead in a number of industries. Aluminium smelting plants in the country are located in Odisha, West Bengal, Kerala, Uttar Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, Maharashtra, and Tamil Nadu. Bauxite, the raw material used in the smelters, is very bulky, dark reddish colored rock. The flow chart given below shows the process of manufacturing aluminium. Regular supply of electricity and an assured source of raw material at minimum cost are the two prime factors for location of the industry. Chemical industries. The chemical industry in India is fast growing and diversifying. It comprises both large and small scale manufacturing units. Rapid growth has been recorded in both inorganic and organic sectors. Inorganic chemicals include sulfuric acid, which is used to manufacture fertilizers, synthetic fibers, plastic adhesives, paints, dyes, stuffs. Nitric acid, alkalis, soda ash, which is used to make glass, soap, and detergents, and paper, and caustic soda. These industries are widely spread over the country. Why do you think it is so? Organic chemicals include petrochemicals, which are used for manufacturing of synthetic fiber, synthetic rubber, plastics, dye stuffs, drugs, and pharmaceuticals. Organic chemical plants are located near oil refineries or petrochemical plants. The chemical industry is its own largest consumer. Basic chemicals undergo processing to further produce other chemicals that are used for industrial application, agriculture, or directly for consumer markets. Make a list of the products you are aware of. Fertilizer industry. The fertilizer industry is centered around the production of nitrogenous fertilizers, mainly urea, phosphatic fertilizers, and ammonium phosphate (DAP), and complex fertilizers which have a combination of nitrogen, phosphate, and potash. The third, that is potash, is entirely imported as the country does not have any reserves of commercially usable potash or potassium compounds in any form. After the Green Revolution, the industry expanded to several other parts of the country. Gujarat, Tamil Nadu, Uttar Pradesh, Punjab, and Kerala contribute towards half of the fertilizer production. Other significant producers are Andhra Pradesh, Odisha, Rajasthan, Bihar, Maharashtra, Assam, West Bengal, Goa, Delhi, Madhya Pradesh, and Karnataka. Cement industry. Cement is essential for construction activities such as building houses, factories, bridges, roads, airports, dams, and for other commercial establishments. This industry requires bulky and heavy raw materials like limestone, silica, and gypsum. Coal and electric power are needed apart from rail transportation. The industry has strategically located plants in Gujarat that have suitable access to the market in the Gulf countries. Automobile industry. Automobiles provide vehicle for quick transport of goods, services, and passengers. Trucks, buses, cars, motorcycles, scooters, three-wheelers, and multi-utility vehicles are manufactured in India at various centers. After the liberalization, the coming in of new and contemporary models stimulated the demand for vehicles in the market, which led to the healthy growth of the industry, including passenger cars, two and three wheelers. The industry is located around Delhi, Gurugram, Mumbai, Pune, Chennai, Kolkata, Lucknow, Indore, Hyderabad, Jamshedpur, and Bangalore. Information technology and electronics industry. The electronic industry covers a wide range of products from transistor sets to television, telephones, cellular telecom, telephone exchange, radars, computers, and many other equipments required by the telecommunication industry. Bengaluru has emerged as the electronic capital of India. Other important centers for electronic goods are Mumbai, Delhi, Hyderabad, Pune, Chennai, Kolkata, Lucknow, and Coimbatore. The major industry concentration is at Bengaluru, Noida, Mumbai, Chennai, Hyderabad, and Pune. A major part of this industry has been on employment generation. The continuing growth in the hardware and software is the key to the success of IT industry in India. Industrial pollution and environmental degradation. Although industries contribute significantly to India's economic growth and development, the increase in pollution of land, water, air, noise, and resulting degradation of environment that they have caused cannot be overlooked. Industries are responsible for four types of pollution: air, water, land, noise. The polluting industries also include thermal power plants. Air pollution is caused by the presence of high proportions of undesirable gases such as sulfur dioxide and carbon monoxide. Airborne particulate material contain both solid and liquid particles like dust, sprays, mist, and smoke. Smoke is emitted by chemical and paper factories, brick kilns, refineries, and smelting plants, and burning of fossil fuels in big and small factories that ignore pollution norms. Toxic gas leaks can be very hazardous with long term effects. Are you aware of the Bhopal gas tragedy that occurred? Air pollution adversely affects human health, animals, plants, buildings, and the atmosphere as a whole. Water pollution is caused by organic and inorganic industrial waste and effluents discharged into rivers. The main culprit in this regard are paper pulp, chemical, textile, and dyeing petroleum refineries, tanneries, and electroplating industries that let out dyes, detergents, acids, salts, and heavy metals like lead and mercury, pesticides, fertilizers, synthetic chemicals with carbon, plastics, and rubber, etc., into the water bodies. Fly ash, Phosphor, gypsum, and iron and steel slags are the major solid waste in India. Thermal pollution of water occurs when hot water from factories and thermal plant is drained into rivers and ponds before cooling. What would be the effect on aquatic life? Waste from nuclear power plants, nuclear and weapon production facilities cause cancers, birth defects, and miscarriages. Soil and water pollution are closely related. Dumping of wastes, especially glass, harmful chemicals, industrial effluents, packaging, salts, and garbage renders the soil useless. Rainwater percolates to the soil carrying the pollutants to the ground, and the groundwater also gets contaminated. Noise pollution not only results in irritation and anger, it can also cause hearing impairment, increased heart rate, and blood pressure, among other physiological effects. Unwanted sound is an irritant and a source of stress. Industrial and construction activities, machineries, factory equipment, generators, saws, and pneumatic and electric drills also make a lot of noise. Control of environmental degradation. Every liter of wastewater discharged by our industry pollutes 8 times the quantity of fresh water. How can the industrial pollution of fresh water be reduced? Some suggestions are: 1. Minimizing use water for processing by reusing and recycling it in two or more successive stages. 2. Harvesting of rainwater to meet water requirements. 3. Treating hot water and effluents before releasing them in rivers and ponds. Treatment of industrial effluents can be done in three phases. A. Primary treatment by mechanical means. This involves screening, grinding, flocculation, and sedimentation. B. Secondary treatment by biological process. C. Tertiary treatment by biological, chemical, and physical process. This involves recycling of wastewater. Overdrawing of groundwater reserves by industry where there is threat to groundwater resources also needs to be regulated legally. Particulate matter in the air can be reduced by fitting smokestacks to factories with electrostatic precipitators, fabric filters, scrubbers, and inertial separators. Smoke can be reduced by using oil or gas instead of coal in factories. Machinery and equipment can be used and generators should be fitted with silencers. Almost all machinery can be redesigned to increase energy efficiency and reduce noise. Noise absorbing material may be used apart from personal use of earplugs and earphones. The challenge of sustainable development requires integration of economic development with environmental concerns. NTPC shows the way. NTPC is a major power providing corporation in India. It has ISO certification from EMS, which is Environment Management System 14001. The corporation has a proactive approach for preserving the natural environment and resources like water, oil and gas and fuels in places where it is setting up power plants. This has been possible through: A. Optimum utilization of equipment, adopting latest techniques and upgrading existing equipment, minimizing waste generation by maximizing ash utilization. C. Providing green belts for nurturing ecological balance and addressing the question of special purpose vehicle for afforestation. D. Reducing environmental pollution through ash pond management, ash water recycling system, and liquid waste management. E. Ecological monitoring, reviews, and online database management for all its power stations. Thank you. I hope this audio was of some help, and if you like it, do recommend it to your friends as well. Do suggest improvements and also subscribe to my channel. Thank you once again.